everyone. So it's been a little while since I've been able to actually do an update with my progress to hitting the stage. Like everyone, I think if you have any fitness goals that you are working towards, any goals in life, I think, anything that you're progressing towards, you are going to hit speed bumps, and that's exactly it. Whether it's your career, your personal life, your finances, everything, there's always going to be speed bumps, and that's what I realized in the last, I think my last one was maybe 2 weeks ago. I did an update where I got to talk about the food that I was eating. If you haven't had a chance, take a look. It's interesting, my diet. But yeah, the last 2 weeks, it's definitely been a road bump. To go kind of in depth of what I mean by that, because I think a lot of people can relate to road bumps when it comes to our goals, and how we keep going is the main thing that we got to keep in mind. So the road bumps that I hit is everything. It was just a month. Like I think a lot of people can relate. What you either have a day, you've had a week, and sometimes you just have a really, really cruddy month. And for me, I had a month, and it started as like a day, a couple days, and then I just realized things were not going well. I fell really, really badly into depression. I think I talked about it in my story, a live feed at one point. Christmas was really, really tough for me. So I put on a strong face. That's my personality. So if you know me, you see me around, I'm always wearing a smile. I'm always very talkative. I'm always very cheerful. It's actually, in the modeling industry, I'm actually so smiley that sometimes it's hard to get the smile off my face. So that's actually the reverse for me. So it's just because I'm so trained to put on a front. Even at work, I have to go to work and I have to put on a front, right? I can't let anything show. Everything has to be packaged like a little box. Left at the door when you leave for work, you pick it up on the way out. It's always a quote that I leave, like, you never bring your stress to work, right? You pick it back up and you deal with it when you leave work. And when you leave work and you come home and there's stress when you leave and you have stress at personal life, it's just, you have sometimes nowhere to turn. And that's where I was realizing is just things that usually wouldn't bug me were starting to bug me, because everywhere in my life, I wasn't happy at that point. The last few weeks, I was just on this downward spiral that I couldn't stop. The only thing that actually was keeping me going and making me get out of bed was the fact that I was competing. There's days in depression that you just don't want to get out of bed. I remember waking up and I could sleep forever. So for me, the last few weeks, it makes it really hard when I dream about my brother. I don't want to wake up. I just want to stay in bed. That was adding to my depression. I had a lot in my personal life that was adding to depression, and I had a lot of anxiety, not wanting to be at home. And when I was at home, I could stand in the kitchen and I would just start crying. It was just, I didn't know how to cope at that point. There was just so much at work. There was a lot on the go, a lot that I usually could deal with, but my mind was so already, the bottle was full. That's the best way to put it. So when the bottle's full, what do? I guess the best thing that you can do is actually learn to talk about it. So I had to start talking about it and finding ways that, okay, I need to start slowing down and dealing with what's on my plate. So by doing that, I've been able to actually move forward. I started dealing with what's on my plate, what's ahead of me, slowing my life down a little bit. But yes, actually having goals is incredibly what keeps us going, because although we hit these road bumps and we think that maybe we've lost our goal or we failed, because even when I sent check-ins to my coach and I thought I was failing, I would still get up and I would still go. And yeah, I wasn't doing the best that I could. Maybe I'd miss a meal, miss a supplement because like I wasn't hungry, but I was still going and I was still kicking my ass to get to the gym. And that's, I guess, what makes everything, at the end of the day, what drives us. Because our goals is why in life we keep pushing ourselves, why we keep moving. If we didn't have goals, like we wouldn't push ourselves. So I'm very thankful that I do have this fitness competition. It has brought me back to the light with being able to deal with what's on my plate. Is everything dealt with? Absolutely not. It's not going to. Am I still going to have hiccups? Absolutely. Today I had a hiccup. I had to go film a commercial and I missed meals. It happens in our lives, and we just have to pick ourselves back up and keep going stronger than ever, because that's just who we are. So when you think that you are alone in the world, when everything feels like the walls are caving in around you and you just feel lost, you are not alone. I've been there. Just keep going. So everything will get better. Sorry for the delay, like I said. I will keep you up to date as I progress to my back to the stage.